Hello everyone, this is Paper Kitty. So glad to be back and welcome to my channel. I'm here with Snow. That is the last Christmas journal that I plan to make this year. And so I wanted to do a quick flip through. I don't know how quick it will be, but that's the plan. I'm trying not to do a voiceover because I've got to get ready for Christmas Eve tomorrow. We actually eat our Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve, and actually we eat it for lunch because we cannot have a very large meal in the evening. So anyway, not that y'all needed to know all that, but thank you for letting me share. So yes, I've got quite a bit cut out for me, and so I wanted to make sure that I got to show this beautiful girl named Snow. Love her so much. She's the one I've been doing the kind of like how-to videos lately, and so yeah, that's that beautiful ribbon that I ended up using. And it, you know, it's, I don't know why I said maroon. I guess at the time that sounded like a good word, but it's actually more of a brown, like gold, this lining. So I think that's really cute and beautiful. So yes, I'm definitely in love with this lace trim. And then this is a little bit like a furry material. You know, it's kind of like a velvet. Like a Christmas green velvet. You can imagine that beautifulness. I don't think that's a word. Okay, I'm gonna move this a little bit so it doesn't get snagged on it. I usually do even more things to my journals than I've done to this one, but for time's sake, I think it's a fairly complete journal. I think the only things that I think are somewhat essential in my opinion, just for the way I like to make the junk journals, is I didn't put any jewelry, any dangles or any buttons. And of course that, you know, for me, I really like those elements. So I will probably be doing that at some point. I don't know if it'll be this year or next year, but anyway, let's move on with the flip through. So y'all, if you haven't seen my previous videos and you haven't seen the cover, it is a two signature spine, and you've got this really beautiful paper that I purchased at a store called Papyrus. You got this it's not a Tim Holtz, it's a different brand. I think it's Recollections, maybe, the brand that you get at Hobby Lobby. Anyway, I've adhered that, and it is a brad, so I did push it through. And but I also like to glue it anyway, just because I feel like it secures it better if you do that. Okay. So then y'all have already seen this beautiful journaling card, which was an altered Christmas card that I stitched around. You can write in the back as it is, or you can put tea-dyed paper. And then this pocket is a beautiful lace. That's another thing I would like to do more to this book, is add more fabric or lace elements. We talked about this in the previous video, I believe. I never did do the gesso, the clear gesso on here, because I just didn't want to mess with it. I just love it just the way it is. So I just probably won't be putting anything in there. I might even just adhere it all the way down so it'll have the stability of this. This is the back of that greeting card. So I just loved that little image. So there's that. I love this little tag. In one of the, I think the previous video, you could see this you know, how I made this tag. And actually, I did do the other video with the other tags, but I still need to edit it. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it out before Christmas. So, and then, but yeah, this is that tag, that finished tag with that like velvety kind of material, little ribbon there. And you see, if you look at the image, it's a little glossy, so it's hard to tell maybe, but she's like wearing this beautiful white winter coat. I think that's really pretty. Okay, so here I did get to do a little bit more of my embellishing that I like to do. It's so much fun. So what I did is I put a piece of sewn paper. What I did is you know, whenever my sewing machine, which is very temperamental, decided that it wanted to sew, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna sew a bunch of paper. So I did. I went ahead and just sewed rows and rows of paper on one sheet of paper. I think that ended up being, I don't know, maybe 8 or something like that, rows of just sewn paper. And then I cut them into little strips, and that way I can adhere them to pages like this one, which was in need of embellishing because it was really white. I don't think there's anything wrong with the white in this book. I love the white, especially because it's called Snow, and you know, but I still feel like you kind of need both in this book. Don't ask me why, that's just the way I feel. So yeah, so I like all kinds of white and cream tones in this book, and not like heavy distressing or anything, but some distressing. And so I like how I made this little embellishment that is very, very cute. And it's like a little magazine image. Actually, it's 2 of them, and then I've adhered it kind of collage style. And then this has got like the number 7, but there's a stitch over it, so it's kind of hard to see on the camera. But anyway, I think, and then this is a little snowflake sticker. So yeah, I think in this one you can see yeah, you can see the tag, and I still had a little bit of this fiber, which I love. This beautiful black fiber just made it look like a netting, like a, I don't know, just I love it. And then there's this little piece of lace, and then this, you know, little card. Like I said, I did do a video where I made some of these cards, these tags, I mean. See, I didn't finish the back, but because I would put tea-dyed paper there. But like I said, I was trying to finish up here in a little hurry because it's almost Christmas. It's practically Christmas for us tomorrow because, like I said, we have Christmas Eve dinner for lunch. We open the presents Christmas Eve. So it's all happening tomorrow. So I'm hoping that I can make this video come to you sometime within the next 48 hours for sure. But right now it's the 23rd and it's late at night. So, okay. There's this envelope that I adhered, and I love the way I adhered it because it just kind of, you know, I was able to save this image that I really loved anyway to kind of show it. And it's actually the envelope that goes with the this card that's in the middle of this signature, of the first signature, which is stunning. It's just a stunning card. Now I adhered it at the bottom, so there's little tags that pop out on each side. And now these were already made tags. And so I just went ahead and popped them in there. Going back, I put some of that trim here and here, and put some little like embellishment little bits little cards. I guess they could be like little journaling cards or that kind of thing, with book pages. So I do need to cover the back of this one with tea-dyed paper. And again, I probably want to do more to that. Probably add some buttons or something like that, to say the least, right? And then I never, like I said, I got a chance to do the center dangles, but that will be happening at some point. So here again with the stitching that I did on paper. Let's see if you can show it there. Yeah. So yeah, that is a good tip to go ahead and just, when your sewing machine is working, ladies and gentlemen, take advantage and sew a bunch of strips, like rows of sewing, just rows of sewing throughout your page. Because when you want a sewn element on your books and your sewing machine is not working, well, it's not fun, as you can imagine. So anyway, hope you're loving this spread. I feel like I need to speed it up a little bit. Maybe I'm a little slow, but this is one of those lovely stickers. And that little pack of stickers, they're like kind of 3D-ish. Oh, beautiful. And what I did is I further embellished this bit that I made. So I just, you know, these are bits that I made out of cardboard, covered them up with book pages that have text, and then just dyed around not dyed, distressed around the perimeter. Then you've got this little heart doily. Oh, it's so pretty. I wish I would have adhered it to a, not white, but like a red or something, because you can't really see it as well in the camera, but it's gorgeous, and it goes really well with this embossed scrapbook paper that's gold. And then again, there's that pretty, it's like a velvet, like a white, cream white velvet. And then this is one of the little tags that I made in my previous video that hasn't been published yet. And this is the one that has the gift wrapping paper, which I believe is vintage. I'm not certain, but I believe it is. And then yeah, this is that little sticker, and I love how I was able to layer it, and it just made it pop, and it looks, I think, super cuticle. Okay, cute, super cute. And cuticle is something else. Okay. Yes, there are words that come out of my mouth sometimes that I guess I understand myself. Okay, so there is this other little girl. She's like on her tippy toes trying to put some ornaments on her tree. She's so sweet. My goodness, on this doily that's so intricate. I love it. And I love this vellum. It's just so pretty and elegant, and just looks like snowflakes a little bit. And then this tag, ooh, I ended up loving so much because I put lace on it, because it was just this gold tag, and I was like, what am I gonna do with this? And you know, on the camera it doesn't look too exciting, but in real life I love it. It's really pretty, and it goes really well right here in this spread. I think this little wise man, the wise still seek him, it says. So love that, all that gold. And then this has got a beautiful trim. So okay, and then this is the envelope that goes with it. So I wanted to do something with it, and so again, something that will be coming up in the future, hopefully. And then this is actually a sewn just piece of packaging from cinnamon apple spice herbal tea from Celestial Seasonings. I just thought the image was gorgeous and the colors were perfect, so just popped it in there. And candy cane scrapbook paper, love. And yep, here's this little card. This is the way it came out, and I super love it. Super love it. Put some fibers up there. And then this little Christmas card I kind of trimmed around and then stitched it, and so now it's a little journaling tag, and I think that looks really cute in this little spread right here with this tag next to it that has this really pretty ribbon with polka dots, little Christmas polka dots. I don't know if you can see it. So pretty. And yeah, I love the way this tag came out as well. Love it. And then I did get to stitch around them. My sewing machine is somewhat cooperating. This is another little sticker I used as an embellishment with a little ticket. Super cute. Again, no dangles in the middle right now, but will be in the future, hopefully. And then this tag is another one of those tags in the video that has not been published. And so yeah, I put this little piece here because this ended up being one of those really long pockets that I had to shorten, and so when I did that, it left this like white space here, and you know, that's what those bits are for, those little bitty tiny bits that, you know, when you're cutting, especially lace or fabric, don't throw them away. Just put them in a Ziploc bag and collect them, because this is what they're for. Yeah. Love this velvet green ribbon here. Love this little, I want to call it a glassine bag or deli bag. I'm not really sure what the difference is of a glassine bag and a deli bag. I think they're practically the same thing, but actually, if anything, if I had to really guess, I would say it's a glassine. And then it's a little like scrap of that paper that I made it into, you know, that I covered the book in. And so it's just a pretty little image right there with a little moon, evening moon. And that little spread is cute. I think it has a little snowflake there. And then this trim down here is super cute. It's got pearls on it already. So I love that, and I love it right here, the way kind of just this whole thing looks. Just luscious, isn't it? So yeah, this is I think it is the last tag. It's a little boy. Love me some little boys. As you know, I have a son, so little boys are special to my heart. I'm also a Sunday school teacher for children, so yeah. And okay, so yes, children are very dear to my heart. Okay, so yeah, I put this little I cut this out of a catalog, and love the way that looks there. So, and then last but not least, there's this really adorable embellishment of this little boy. This bad boy. He's throwing snowballs to something or somebody. Ain't he a snotty little thing? Look at that. Super cute. Okay, and he's like gold, you know. I think he's like one of those German like foiled little people. Anyway, if you know what that means, then that didn't sound super weird right now. Okay. So yes, and if you do know what that means and you want to put it in the comments below, that would be great, because apparently I'm not explaining myself very well this evening. A little bit in a rush. Already told you the long story. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's it for snow for right now. And you know, of course, you can always continue to embellish a junk journal. I mean, it takes quite a while to really and truly finish one, if you want to call it finish. So Yep, I have jewelry to put, and maybe, you know, some more cards and embellishments and things. And but I think it's so beautiful. You know, if I do decide to finish it up some more, if anything, you know, it'll be ready for next year. I'll have something to play with that's already this far along, so that's an exciting thought as well. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for joining me today and letting me share this beauty with you. I appreciate those that are subscribers. I've got several new ones recently. I love my stats. I've been looking at my stats on my YouTube. So thank you for those people that have subscribed. Please do subscribe if you would like to continue to see these videos. And definitely give me a thumbs up if you like it. Again, Merry Christmas, peoples, from YouTube. Love you. I love you so much. Bye bye now.